And this will be a contest between boxers from Ethiopia and Portugal. A reminder that we have 5 scoring judges seated all around the boxing ring using the 10-point must system. One boxer must score 10. So there is 22-year-old Yabsra Tadele, part of a 5-strong Ethiopian boxing team. His opponent is Armenio dos Santos Reis.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. This is action in the 51-kilogram flyweight division, a contest between boxers from Ethiopia and Portugal. The taller figure, wearing red, is Yabsra Tadele, 20 years of age, part of a 5-strong Ethiopian boxing team. This is the top half of the draw. 27 boxers make up the flyweight bracket, and his opponent, wearing blue, is Portugal's Armenio dos Santos Reis. Tactics plain to see from that shot, because the more compact figure, who's just looking to expand and contract the range on quick feet, has got to try and bridge that gap against these taller, rangier opponents. He's got the deeper level of experience as he scores with a good raiding attack, a 1-2 to the body, and maintaining the gap by using the space of the boxing ring, scoring with a good right hand, which landed around the deltoid of ZELEKE. Right hand attempted by ZELEKE was just inaccurate, looking to counter immediately was Santos dos Reis. Santos dos Reis really feinting over the feet, and the two men exchanging feints and not really finding their range as we approach the midpoint of this opening round. So both men presenting a moving target in front of their opponent, plenty of twinkle-toed footwork as they can seek to draw that lead that they can counter. There was a nice scoring jab off the back foot, but then a long looping left hook while ZELEKE was in the corner. Perhaps the most solid shot of the round landed by dos Santos Reis. Flicking left hand scored off the back foot while moving clockwise once again. There's another darting jab. And when he can utilize his reach, as dos Santos Reis gets through with a good left hook, right cross followed in response from ZELEKE. So it's been a high energy first round from both of these boxers, and dos Santos Reis just beginning to find his range more consistently now. You scored with a wonderful counter left jab there. And again, doing a good job of making his man miss. So busy opening round as we approach the 10-second clapper here. Committed forward foray from ZELEKE, but wasn't quite accurate with his attempted cluster. Oh, that was an opportunity to counter with the right hand for ZELEKE, but he was out of range and couldn't find the target. So, busy opening round for both of these boxers, each of them enjoying success, but I happen to think that it was the man in blue who did the better work overall. But what say the 5 scoring judges? We do have IBA live scoring available here. And so, as soon as those scores become available, we as viewers will be able to see the scores, and indeed it will be information that the coaches are in possession of, so they can let the boxers know and crucially adjust the tactics accordingly. So it's a clean sweep of the cards for Armenio dos Santos Reis, taking the opening round 10 points to 9 for all 5 scoring judges.
Round 2.
Well, it's just a bit of a delayed start to the second round because the Ethiopian cornerman had left some paraphernalia on the ring apron. But now time finally called and the second round gets underway. And Armenio dos Santos Reis scoring with a thrusting jab to the body immediately. Remember, he's taken the opening round unanimously, the 6-time national champion of Portugal. 2-time WBC amateur champion as well, and a silver medalist at the Portimao Box Cup in June earlier this summer. Racked up plenty of multi-nations experience all around the world, including at the prestigious Boxam Multi-Nations in Spain in February of this year. And it was a certain Ellis Trowbridge, the GB boxer, who got the better of him. There's a nice scoring left hand from ZELEKE, and then a solid shot landed as the two men came together once again. So ZELEKE has got to try and do something to get himself back into this contest. Nothing wrong with the man's commitment or desire, not looking to measure it, but there he's got him on the ropes, cleverly claiming him immediately as Armenio dos Santos Reis, because it was the most spiteful combination put together, rather telegraphed that left hook, but now he's keeping the attacks going as ZELEKE. And these two-phase attacks just giving Armenio dos Santos Reis something to think about. Countered effectively on the inside, but the punch output has really been increased by both men, and that is a cracking counter right hand off the back foot from Armenio dos Santos Reis. Caught ZELEKE as he was bull rushing forwards, and that of course is always a challenge for a boxer who's seeking to overturn a deficit, particularly if their instinct is to be a patient counter puncher. When they've got a lead off, they can lead themselves open, and this seems to be a contest between counter punchers. And so the aggression that the boxer from Ethiopia, ZELEKE, is seeking to employ is just playing right into the wheelhouse of Armenio dos Santos Reis. Cracking first 2 minutes of the round, and credit to ZELEKE, because having conceded the first round 5-0, he really has tried to change his tactical approach. It has paid some dividends as he leads off and lands with a left hook once again. But dos Santos Reis keeping his composure and doing a good job to keep the movement going and look for his shots. But again, you see, that was a trade-off where both men had success on the inside. Looking for the check left hook is Armenio dos Santos Reis. Looping right hand over the top wasn't too far away, and there is altogether closer from dos Santos Reis, who's planting his feet into the canvas, operating over a low-held guard and looking to bomb away with that backhand. Each man out of range, but a solid 1-2 combination from ZELEKE. Terrific round of boxing, and a much better round for the man in red after he conceded the opening round across the board. Now, I'm not sure he's done enough to take the round, but it was certainly a change of approach, an increase in urgency and punch output, bringing him far more success. I just don't think it's enough success to give him the round overall. But make no mistake, Armenio dos Santos Reis now knows that he's not just in a contest, he's in a fight, because the man from Ethiopia sought to take it to him, put him on the back foot, and work him over to both body and head. And there was the reverse 1-2, checking the chin of Armenio dos Santos Reis. Let's take a look at the scores. Well, once again, it's a clean sweep of the cards for dos Santos Reis.
Seconds out.
But be under no illusion, ZELEKE really got himself into the contest in that round, even though he's got a mountain to climb to overturn a 20 points to 18 deficit for all 5 scoring judges. Well, I think the corner man, he left something on the ring apron previously, and now he's left his bucket. So once again, a delayed start to the round, because the corner man is only taking a percentage of his kit on each of the occasions he's stepping down the steps of the ring. But we're finally underway. Third and final round action in what has been a terrific show opener here on this third day of action in Ring B. Because Yabsra Tadele of Ethiopia conceded the first round in what was a battle between patient counter-punchers. Scoring shots were at a real premium. He conceded the first round unanimously. In the second round, he came springing out of his red corner and really sought to take it to Armenio dos Santos Reis, but he did a good job keeping the movement going just as he did there. But he was tagged on a couple of occasions during exciting exchanges. He took the second round unanimously, but there's an example of the long rapier-like reach finding a home for the right hand against his more compact opponent for ZELEKE. Scoring right cross to the body once again. And ZELEKE is really got his work cut out here, because as was demonstrated in the second round, where it was a better display, he did enjoy more success, but by being the aggressor against a counter-puncher, that could be boxing Dos Santos Reis' fight. But he's got to take the risk, he's got to roll the dice if he hopes to remain in contention and progress through to the round of 16. Remember, this is the first preliminary round of action, and now ZELEKE's turned southpaw. And he gets through with a left cross, but he took a straight shot from Dos Santos Reis. Now he's back as an orthodox boxer. And again, he's doing a good job keeping the attacks going. Remember, there is a disparity in international experience. And irrespective of the outcome, this is going to be a wonderful learning experience for ZELEKE. And he's showing that he has got the intangible of desire, because he's losing the contest, but his head hasn't been bowed. He's kept himself in contention. He's still looking to walk down his man and get busy with those long, straight shots. And if you can build upon the experience and keep working on his ring craft and his skills, well, he's got the thing that can't be taught, and that is desire and commitment, or the things that can't be taught. All of those intangibles that a coach, maybe they can improve them, that they can't put it in you. The coach and the foundation and the federation can give you all of the equipment, all of the resource, but it's the boxer who has to bring that fight within. None other than the great Joe Louis, heavyweight champion for 11 years and 8 months and 25 successful council defenses, said that you can teach anybody how to box, but you can't really teach somebody how to fight. ZELEKE, if he lands a good right hand, he's going to lose this contest, but it appears as though the fighting spirit is in him. But I think he's been outpointed here, but credit to him, he never stopped trying, but he just couldn't get to grips with this evasive customer, Armenio dos Santos Reis of Portugal. Very clever display of boxing and moving from Dos Santos Reis, and I think he's going to be declared a unanimous point decision victor to take him through to the round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, your decision over on Ring B. Your winner by points via unanimous decision. In the blue corner from Portugal, Armenio Santos dos Reis.
So there is confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory for Armenio dos Santos Reis, but much respect and kudos in the direction of Yabsra Tadele, because he battled his way back in the final round, so that we have scores of 28 to 29 taking the final round for all 5 scoring judges. Truth be told, Armenio dos Santos Reis entered bout management mode, conserving his energy, ensuring that he didn't pick up an injury from a stray elbow or head. But Dos Santos Reis really did take it to him for the entirety of rounds 2 and 3, just not enough to overcome the clever boxing and moving of Dos Santos Reis. And he goes through to the round of 16.
And your next bout on ring B will be bout number 130. And it will be fought in the elite men 48